We stood in the study of Orthelm, staring at a body that no longer bled, because the blood itself had frozen. Death had not taken him gently. We realized the guards would come soon. Panic would have doomed us. Words saved us. Lies bought our freedom. The guards believed what they wished to believe, and we walked back into the cold night with our lives intact. But the truth lingered. Cold, patient, unforgiving. This was not the first such death. A town guard had fallen before him, struck down in the same cruel fashion. No struggle, no mercy, only frost and silence. A killing without rage, without hesitation. Without a lead on the murders, we decided to investigate the thefts, so we followed the tracks. Kessa took the shape of the wolf, nose low to the snow, tracking a new and unusual scent. The thieves had not walked alone. Something larger had dragged their spoils across the tundra. Something dead, yet moving. Even the wind recoiled from its passing. The trail led us to an old stone outpost. Lanterns darkened, torches smothered. We slipped through a drainage culvert, like shadows in the dark. Inside, the air was thick with rot and cold iron. Stillness hung there, heavy, watching. A zombie ogre loomed in silent obedience, caged like a beast long stripped of will. Room by room, we reclaimed the old fort from dark-skinned dwarves of the Underdark, Duergar. Each fell in silence. Steel and spell answered cruelty, with finality, until a single shout shattered caution. And with that mistake, Nildar Sunblight was alerted. He vanished, as cowards often do, invisible, watching, waiting. The trap was sprung in an instant. Iron spikes screamed from the floor. Death rose like a forest of blades. Skane and Volgrim stood inches from impalement, spared only by fortune's indifference. Steel and spell flew in desperate fury, as Skane fought Nildar, cut off from his companions, alone behind bars, alone with death. Nildar fought with the arrogance of the damned, seeking to twist our minds, as easily as he twisted locks. But death claimed him, all the same. Mira's bolt streaked from behind the iron bars and struck true. Finality. Silence followed. And in that silence, we found answers. A stolen lantern, supplies taken from Caer-Dineval, and a letter, a name, Dearth, East Haven, Chardalin. Words that promised fresh dangers ahead, if we only followed them. We returned to Caer-Dineval, not as wanderers, but as survivors. Yet rest never came easily in that cursed land, for we soon departed once more into the frozen dark, pressing onward toward East Haven. The road made for a far better traveling companion than did open tundra, but the weather had other plans. A dangerous blizzard kicked up around us, stopping us in our tracks, and so we sought shelter in Caer-Dineval. There, warmth did not greet us. The inn stood silent, closed, abandoned to frost and darkness. The Caer itself loomed over the settlement like a watchful grave. Its guards were polite, yet wrong. Their words were courteous, their refusals absolute. The speaker, they claimed, was ill. Our cleric, they claimed, an unwelcome heretic. And suspicion settled upon us, like fresh snowfall, so we turned to the empty inn instead, prying open its frozen door in search of refuge. But silence, we had learned, was never truly empty in Icewind Dale, for even as we claimed shelter from the cold, something unseen claimed shelter with us. And in that land, the unseen was often the most dangerous thing of all.